Hi friends, welcome back to playing tribute to Ace Attorney Justice for All of the Ace Attorney series. Second game, second case of that second game, and we are on the last part, I believe. We are ready to prove, without a doubt, that Eenie Meiny is the killer in this case. Now, last time, we almost got kicked out of the cross-examination and kicked out of the court. Eenie did not want us to be bothering her anymore, but Mia stopped the proceedings for us, as is her way, helping us out as always, and got us thinking there's got to be a reason why she killed Dr. Gray in such a complicated way. So, this is the finale here. Let's get into it and find out what really was her motive. Is it really true about my aunt? I'm afraid so, Maya. There's no way Eenie could have killed Dr. Gray by herself. And under the circumstances, there's no one else other than your Aunt Morgan. That's terrible. Why would my aunt... Everything is going just as I predicted. Mr. Phoenix Wright. I love how all I had to do was read the ending of that, and I knew who was talking. Hello, Francisco. Ah, Miss Von Karma! Why are you doing this? Why are you trying to take revenge on Nick? Nick had nothing to do with what happened to your dad. Don't you have something better to be worrying about? Say, your own situation? Oh, sorry. Say your own situation? I'm looking down on me, even though we're the same age. Are you done yet? You've caused me enough pain and suffering. Not yet. My goal is to defeat you, and let the whole world know of your defeat. But even if you do that, it won't bring your father back. Whatever. In the meantime, let's bring this match to its conclusion. And then we'll know who the real winner is. The court will now reconvene, Mr. Wright. Yes, Your Honor? Can you prove Miss Eenie Meiny had a motive? Yes, I believe I can. Eenie Meiny and Dr. Gray have only one point of connection. And that is the car accident 1 year ago. The motive I'm looking for must be there. Miss Meiny, please testify to the court about your car accident last year. Huh? I thought, you wanted to, ask about my, motive. I, don't see the point in, bringing up the past. Miss Meiny, if you please. Okay. I totally don't think it'll do any good, but... That was, last year, in May. Something really bad had happened at my sister's clinic around then. And, the night of the accident, my sis was totally tired while she was driving. I was, totally pooped too, so I, fell asleep in the passenger seat. I, woke up because of Jolt, and, it was a sea of flames around me. I, opened the door and, got away. I think I've heard of this incident. It was all the talk on the tabloid shows day after day last year. Yes, and there was talk about Dr. Gray drugging your sister? Yeah! Those were merely rumors. Totally baseless gossip. Yes, Mr. Wright, you may question the witness. Right now, it's impossible to prove that Dr. Gray did, in fact, drug Miss Meiny's sister. Yeah, which means I'll have to work this from another angle. As always... talking about the malpractice. That was the malpractice incident where 14 patients died, correct? was the cause of the mistake? Like, I heard it was because the medicines, like, got mixed up. Was that the fault of your sister, Mimi Miney? Like, no way! Dr. Gray, like, wanted to blame it on my sis? That incident has nothing to do with our murder here. Besides, the police report has already documented that it was entirely Mimi Miney's fault. Which means, as far as the real facts are concerned, Mimi Miney is the one who made the mistake. But, like, it really wasn't my sis. She was totally tired? You mean exhausted? Like, she had to talk to the police and, like, was being investigated, like, every day. It was, like, a totally terrible situation. It's no wonder, then, that the car accident happened, huh? So then why didn't you ask to switch places? Huh? Like, what are you talking about? I mean, switch drivers. If your sister was so tired, then you should have switched with her. True, true. Huh, but, like, I don't, like, have a driver's license? This is news to me. I was not aware you didn't have your license, Miss Miney. Miss Miney, please amend your testimony. Like, okay, anyway. I was, like, totally pooped too, so I fell asleep in the passenger seat. I, like, woke up because of a jolt, blah, blah, blah. I, like, didn't have my license, so, like, I couldn't take over driving for her. Yeah, that is a straight-up lie.
Objection!
Miss Miney, that was a lame lie just now. Like, what do you mean? I know you had a license back then. This is a photo you took for the express purpose of getting a driver's license. What is the meaning of this, Miss Miney? That's right. Yeah, I had, like, a license, but I didn't get it until after the accident. No, you had it. You had it at the time of the accident. Director Hottie, or the guy pretending to be him anyway, said so. What? Are you talking about that perverted fake clinic director? Yes, that perverted fake clinic director. And how did you know he was— Ouch! No one cares. Witness, when did you receive your driver's license? Like, last November. What? In November? The accident happened last May. That's half a year lapse in time, Mr. Phoenix Wright. What in the— That's what happened, Mr. Wright. At the time of the accident, Miss Miney did not have a driver's license. Ow! Cry, and my whip will accommodate. Anyway, without a license, the witness and her sister could not have switched drivers. I'm, like, glad you get it, but, like, even if I had my license, I, like, don't think my sis would've, like, let me drive. Ow! Don't just stand there hmming to yourself. Not you too, Mia, with the whip, and the pain, and the ow. Miss Miney, why do you think you would not have been allowed to drive anyway? That's because I think this situation calls for more detailed testimony. Miss Miney, if you please. Like, how annoying. He was like, sorry, didn't mean to be mean. Like, around that time, I was, like, really close to getting my license. My sis was, like, this totally big fan of cars and, like, really valued them. She, like, had just gotten this really shiny bright red sports car. She, like, would say things like, no way am I letting a noob drive my car. So, like, that's why I ended up in the passenger seat that night, too. That night, too. I see. A bright red car for sports. Now then, the defense may question the witness. I'm not terribly knowledgeable about cars, but... Neither am I, Phoenix. Neither am I. So she's close to getting her license. I guess that wasn't a big problem. How about this one? She valued cars? How much would you say she valued her car? Well, like, she'd flip out at, like, a drop of rain. And, like, she would notice if someone, like, touched the car door with dirty hands. In that case, why bother taking the car out of the garage, ever? Why did she take such special care of the car? How can you say that? It was a brand spanking new car. New car? Like, you wouldn't want to, like, get it dirty, would you, Mr. Lawyer? I would think that cars getting dirty is just another fact of life, but I guess people who really love cars think otherwise. Phoenix, try asking something of more significance, alright? Well, Miss Miney, what kind of car was it? Shiny bright red sports car. It was a new car. Yeah. She had, like, just gotten it. It was, like, from the UK. The UK? Was that her boyfriend's initials? And it was a really special model. She had waited a whole year for it to arrive. Guess her love of cars would be the obvious next topic. But I really don't know anything about cars. But I had a feeling this was bound to come up. Your Honor. Yes? Please append what the witness has just said in her testimony. You mean the part about it being a special car from overseas? Yes. Well, if you like cars that much, then that's not my point. Though, to be honest, I don't know what the point is either. Ms. Miney, would you please fix your testimony? Sure, whatever. Okay. What do we know about cars from England? Let's see if we can get any information here. Because this is our main source of things. I'm gonna press first, just to make sure. I yelled hold it pretty forcefully, but I don't actually know what to ask about cars. Ask for the heck of it! So yes. What am I supposed to pick up for a topic? Let's start with this. Why are British cars good? Oh good, it talks you through it. I'm like, man, that first case you had to know about baseball gloves, but that's a little bit more, commonly, I don't know. I think that people know about the cars too. I don't know. Or the UK cars. Like, huh? They're expensive, and their driver's seat is opposite to our cars here in the States. See, even Phoenix knows that. It would seem there is no benefit to owning one. Like, huh? This whole steering wheel on the right side thing, it's kind of goofy, isn't it? What do you know? That sleek shape, the purr of the engine, the way it starts and smooth, the raw fear of me... Forgive me. Personality really changes at the drop of a hat. It's interesting, isn't it, Phoenix? Bit by bit, we're beginning to see the real contradiction behind this case. Indeed we are, Mia. Indeed. Indeed we are. I guess I can just present it then. Yeah, okay. Just go with it. Miss Miney. Do you remember this article? It's an article about the accident. You'd said this in it. But I opened the right door and, like, got out. That's correct, isn't it? Like, why are you suddenly asking me about that? Your Honor, which side is the passenger seat, the left or the right? Well, it's on the right side, of course, and because the driver's on the left side. That would be if it were an American car, but it would be the opposite in a British car. Opposite. The two of them were riding in a British car. In that case, the passenger side would have been the left side. Ah! What do you mean by this? Miss Miney, you said that you had escaped using the right side door of the car, but if you were sitting there, then that means you were in the driver's seat. Order in the court. Order! Ah! Mr. Phoenix Wright is blabbering nonsense again. Eni said the person who was driving was her older sister, Mimi Miney. That is what Eni said, yes. But that is where her story falls apart. Somewhere, all of us made a big error in our assumptions. Phoenix, it looks like you finally found the real root of this murder. If we connect all the dots, there can only be one answer. I'd like to ask the court a question. Eni or Mimi, who was really driving that night? What do you guys think? Who was really driving the night of the accident? If you guessed Mimi Miney, you're correct. The answer is the one person who had her driver's license, Mimi Miney. After all, that makes her the only person who could legally drive. But you just said the witness, Miss Eni Miney, was the one in the driver's seat. Which leads us to the next question. The next question? Who is the person standing on the witness stand right now? What sort of idiotic ruse is this, Mr. Phoenix Wright? This witness's name is... I'll tell you what her name really is. This witness's real name... Mimi Miney. That is your real name. Objection! Eni is Mimi Miney. Of all the foolish dribble... Then, how do you explain her appearance? When she was admitted into the hospital, this witness was suffering severe facial burns. So, for the purpose of facial reconstruction, they used a picture. Facial reconstruction surgery? This is the picture she gave to her doctors at the time. That's right. It's a picture of her younger sister. But Mimi Miney, she died in the car accident. That's what everyone thought. However, that was not the case. Then, the body they found at the crash site... That was the body of the real Eni Miney. Isn't that right, Miss Mimi Miney? That car accident 1 year ago. The one who died that night was Eni Miney. Her sister, Mimi, then stole her face, and was reborn as Eni. With this, she effectively erased Mimi Miney from existence. Your Honor, I'm sure you can now see why Mimi had to kill Dr. Gray. What do you mean? Ah! What is the meaning of this nonsense? Dr. Gray wanted to call back the spirit of a dead person. Specifically, the spirit of his nurse that died in the crash, Mimi Miney. However, that would not have been possible, because Mimi Miney was still in fact alive. And that fact would have been discovered had the channeling been conducted. So this witness had to stop that from happening. At all costs. And that's why she had to kill Dr. Turner Gray? Is that what you're saying? Yes. Before the channeling, Dr. Gray had the misfortune of consulting this witness about communicating with the dead. And in that moment, his fate was sealed. Well, Miss Von Karma... Ay! Why did you say my name just now? Looks like I've been unmasked. Witness? That's right. I admit it. My real name is Mimi Miney. Her demeanor has changed again. That quack doctor. He got what he deserved in the end. And I was so close to finally ditching Mimi, too. So close. But why? Why would you go so far as to throw away yourself? To become your own sister? I think I understand why. Mimi Miney wanted herself to disappear. Because of this. That's about the malpractice incident. Dr. Gray was right. The mistake was caused by the nurse. A nurse by the name of Mimi Miney. That's right, the person standing before us today. And a few weeks after this mishap, Mimi Miney had a car accident in which she lost her younger sister. The timing couldn't have been worse. 14 patients dying in that incident and her own sister's life extinguished. It was all too much to bear. I found a way for myself to escape it all. The only way. She lost everything in the flames of that accident. Her sister, and even her own face. This was her last chance. Her chance to throw away her past and start a new life as her sister. Unbelievable. A plan beyond my wildest imagination. That jerk. If only he hadn't brought off this channeling mumbo-jumbo. Mumbo-jumbo? Becoming Eni has been the most horrible experience in the world. Spirit channeling, the occult. I hate it. I hate it all. I believe there are still a few unsolved riddles here. Why did you set a murderous revenge plot into motion? And why did Miss Morgan Fay agree to help you with the plan? Regardless, I believe one thing has been made crystal clear. The innocence of the defendant, Maya Fay. This is preposterous. I'm perfect. Me, Franziska von Karma. I'm going to enjoy the news tonight, Miss von Karma. How about you? It's going to be broadcast all over the world, right? Your defeat, that is? Oh, Phoenix. Don't be a poor winner. Ow! 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 And one more for good measure. I think that was more than one. Ooh. Might be unconscious. Phoenix! Hang in there, Phoenix! Phoenix! This court is a fraud. A sham! Now then. It looks like it will be some time before Mr. Wright regains consciousness. So I will go ahead and pronounce the verdict. Not guilty. Yay! Sorry, Phoenix, you're not there. That is all. Court is adjourned. Just don't get amnesia again. Congratulations, Maya. Sis? Aw. It's good to see you, Maya. How are you doing? Sis! Sis! I didn't kill anyone, did I? No, you didn't. It was all just a dream. A really bad dream. You know, sis, in my dream, I smelled a really familiar scent. A familiar scent? I was inside that clothing box, right? And that box... that was the box you used to store your clothes in, a long time ago. That's right. There's still one thing I don't quite get. What's that? What would have happened if Mimi hadn't shot Dr. Gray? I mean, we broke in because we heard a gunshot. I think Mimi Miney had planned to open the door to the chamber herself. And then you and Lotta would have witnessed quite a scene. A possessed Maya Fay who had just committed a murder. She had it planned down to the smallest detail, huh? Nick! Congrats, Maya. Thanks! So, Dr. Gray surviving and bringing that gun from the black market might have just saved Maya. Looks like you bailed me out of another jam. Well, you know. But I really don't want something like this to happen ever again. I'm fine because I have you to help me out, Nick. But every time something happens, I lose someone special to me. First my sister, and now my aunt. Hey Nick, tell me. Tell me why my aunt went and did something so horrible. Why would she help Miss Mimi with a plan like that? I just don't understand it, Nick. Maya, it's over. Why don't we just let it be? Nick, please, I need an answer. The reason Morgan helped Mimi with her plan? It's one of the cases that tells you to present something at the end of it, even though everything's over. I think we know why Morgan helped Mimi with her plan. Pearly? 4 years from now, a new master will be born into Kurain Village. And that person will be you, Maya. And? But if you weren't there, then the main family's bloodline would disappear, and what would happen then? The Branch family. My aunt. No, Morgan's spiritual power is too weak. The next person would be Pearl's. Ha! Everything was done for her sake. It was all so that Pearls would become the next master. Yeah, I can see that. Did Maya say something just now? I think that she was saying, I thought so. My precious Pearl, you are the only one suitable to be the master of Kurain, dear child. I sacrificed it all for you. I helped that brainless nurse carry out her murder, and cooperated with that whip-happy prosecutor. It was all to unseat that annoying, witless main family girl, that Maya Fey. But I shall be patient, my dearest Pearl. A chance will present itself. Your time will come. Spooky. That was Reunion and Turnabout, where we meet Maya and her messed up family. Pearl is adorable, though. I love her. She's great. It's fun to have another tag-along with us. Yeah, it's not really a case that I come back to a lot. There is a lot of backtracking in the case, which is why I probably am not a big fan of it, just because of the locations. I'm trying to think, though, because of because of how this game works, there's got to be significant backtracking in really all of the games up until the point where they fix it so you don't have to, go through a room to go to a room or something. But all in all, it's not terrible. And I really like the twists and stuff in it. Eni actually being Mimi, and the whole locked room mystery sort of thing, and trying to figure out all that went down. Lotta is, of course, a lot of fun, as always. Yeah, it's for the level 2 case, for the second case of this game, it is complex in its odds and ends and twists, but not in the way that is difficult for the most part. So that's my take on this case. This last court scene was nice and short and sweet, so wrapping it up soon. We just had to prove that Eni was Mimi Miney. And the puns continue with that. Eni, Mimi, Miney, Mo. Speaking of Mo, it's actually really funny, because the next case, which is my favorite case of this game, has a character named Mo, but we'll get to that. So stay tuned so that you can watch along Turnabout Big Top next, which is my favorite case of this particular game. And we are I would say we're at the halfway point as far as episodes go, but since the episodes increase in length as we go along, we're not really at the halfway point. But yeah, there's only 4 cases in this game. So it's a little different from the other 2. So, yeah. Come back for Turnabout Big Top next. My favorite case. And I guess I'll talk to you guys then.